has already been such a day. I'll show you guys my skin.
We don't have the childcare or the energy.
And it's a little bit overwhelming. So just me and Fraser are gonna go. This is it here.
Yeah, we haven't known what to do with this space. My Sats boy.
I was never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in long conversations. Oh, 'cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting. But then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken, 'cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever.
Good morning guys, welcome back to my channel and to a day in the life video. It is only 8:30 in the morning. I have no makeup on or anything yet, but it has already been such a day because Jackson really didn't want to go to school. Basically this term, like this summer term, he has to do swimming lessons with his school. So they go to a sports center, they do the lesson, and they go back to school. And I don't know why, but he really does not want to go. They have to wear a swimming cap. I think that might be one of the reasons. But I also think that it might be down to the fact that he was a bit of a lockdown child. So where my other boys had swimming lessons from like being a very small baby, he missed out on 3 years of swimming lessons. So from 2 years old to 5 years old, he just couldn't do them. So he has this like fear of swimming lessons. He doesn't have a fear of water, obviously. He loves swimming. It's just like the lesson part. So I don't know if he had a bad experience in a lesson or what is going on. But he really doesn't want to go. So that was like a whole thing this morning. And luckily Matt took him in the end. I'm still wearing my pajamas, but sometimes we find when they're really upset, if Matt actually takes them to school, the drop off and handover is a lot better. I think they could feel how anxious I am as well, like when I'm handing them over. So Matt's done school run and Caleb also has his SATs this week. In the UK, they have a week of exams when they're in year 6, and that is this week. So once he's done this week, you know, he can pretty much relax. He's got a school trip that he's going on, and you know, he can just like enjoy the rest of the year. But this week is a little bit more tricky. He's super academic and I know he's going to do really well, but today's exam was his least favorite, is reading. So you know, maths, he really likes the maths ones. It's basically the English ones that are a bit more tricky. So today he had reading, so he's a little bit worried about that. So yeah, I feel like there was a lot of like, it'll be okay this morning, but he's now gone off. And then after today, he is actually going to be halfway through his SAT, so I kept kind of saying that. I know it's going to go really well for him, and I'm personally not too bothered about what he gets on his SAT. He does really well in school. We already know what senior school he's going to. This is just kind of like a marker for his primary school. But anyway, that was all happening this morning. But in today's video, there are a few things that I want to do around the house. I've done a huge clothing clear out, so I want to put a few things on Vinted. We're also sorting out our outdoor area. So obviously for the past 4 years, we have been renovating the inside of our house, and that is all done now. So this year, we really want to give a little bit of attention to the garden area. So Matt has become obsessed with sorting out the lawn, but also we have a little patio area that we're kind of cleaning and dressing for summer. So I'm going to show you everything I get up to today in terms of like jobs around the house, cleaning, dinner. I also need to do a workout at some stage, but the reason I'm coming on first thing this morning with no makeup on my face is not to scare you, it is to show you guys my skin. I get quite a few questions about my skincare routine, and I actually put a picture on Instagram the other day and someone messaged me and said, you know, stop gatekeeping your skincare routine. So I'm gonna give you a recommendation, but I promise you it is a very simple recommendation. I feel like the older you get, the more complicated skincare gets and the more difficult it is to work out what you actually need. At one point I had an 8-step skincare routine, and I think it's because you go from, you know, when you're younger, you're just trying to manage breakouts, but then when you're over 35, your skincare is more about, you know, the texture of your skin, fine lines and wrinkles, pigmentation, sensitivity in your skin as well. So I'm going to share with you a product that is perfect if you are over 35, and it is Renew in Me. This little serum in a cream, it's called, I've been using and loving, and it is exactly as it sounds. It is a high performance serum that is wrapped up in a hydrating cream, and there is also active ingredients in it. So it's kind of like an all-in-one product that you actually put on at night. So I didn't do it this morning. You do it as part of your nightly skincare routine. It has been a total game changer for me. What I love about it is that it's not just another anti-aging product. Renew in Me was developed by dermatology experts. It's actually the same team that are behind Skin in Me, who you guys know I love, and it's tailored to your skin as we age and as it changes. So rather than having 5 different products to do 5 different things like adult acne, dullness, fine lines and wrinkles, this is an all-in-one. So you go online, you fill out an online questionnaire, and then a dermatology expert will look at your answers. You answer questions about your skin goals, and any worries that you have, and then they will formulate the product to suit you and your skin. It even has my name on it, which I love, and it's just really clever packaging. So every night I would just open it up like this, twist the bottom up until it clicks, and that's when you know that that is the exact amount of product that you need. So all of the active ingredients, the powerful serum and hydrating cream. I'll just dab it onto my face and rub it in. The formulation will be different for everyone, but you'll get incredible ingredients in it, like a gold standard retinoid, which helps to boost collagen and bring your glow back. You'll also get ingredients like azelaic acid and niacinamide as well. And the cream itself is not just a base, it's part of the treatment. It hydrates and supports your skin barrier so that the active ingredients work even better, and it means that you get way less irritated than if you were to use retinol on its own. That you get the exact amount of product that you need each evening, so you're not overdoing it when it comes to the active ingredients, because obviously you don't want to irritate your skin. And if you have sensitive skin, don't worry, just put that on your consultation so they're aware of it. Actually, in the first week my skin was shedding off a little bit, but then it calmed down. It was almost like I needed this deep exfoliation and got rid of all this dead skin so that my glow could kind of come back, and I saw results within about 4 weeks of using it. And I'm really excited to see how my pigmentation and fine lines improved by week 12. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys because I personally find skincare really overwhelming, especially when it comes to active ingredients. But Renew in Me is expert backed, it's formulated for your skin, and I've seen visible results. So I really wanted to recommend it to you guys. And I also have a discount code, so you can get your first order for just $4.99 if you use my code Emily5. So I'll put a link in the description down below, and you can click on that, use my code, and then test it out for a good 4 weeks, and you should see results by then as well. And yeah, let me know what you think about it. If you have adult acne, pigmentation, you know, dull skin, fine lines and wrinkles, anything like that. Basically, if you're over 35, check it out for sure. But anyway, now I'm just gonna quickly get ready, and then Matt and I are gonna take the dog for a walk. We're gonna try and like kill a few birds with one stone. We're gonna try and have like a little day date, walk the dog, and also get our steps in all at once. So yeah, I'm just gonna quickly get ready. So I'm all ready for the day now, so I thought I'd just quickly show you the outfit that I'm wearing. It is such good weather here. So I've got this summer dress on, which is from New Look. I actually got this dress in 2 colors, this orange, and then it also came in beige as well. I love the way the vest goes in, and then there's this like big balloon skirt. It is super comfy. The only thing is, even when you're wearing a racer back bra, you can sometimes still see it, so I keep trying to like push it in like that. And then jewelry wise, I've got this like beaded necklace on from Outdazzle, really love it. And then I've got this little smiley face from Crystals & Co. My earrings are Abbott Lion, and then I've got my wedding ring and engagement ring on. And I don't know if I've shown you this, but I had to order a little thing on Amazon to make my wedding rings smaller. You know, I've lost weight recently. They were just flying off. Like if I pointed at something, they were flying off my finger. And the ridiculous thing is that I actually had them made bigger because I had put on so much weight with pregnancies and then postpartums and then babies, and then I never really, like, obviously when we got married I was a lot younger and slimmer, so I actually had them made, like I paid to make them bigger, and now that I've lost the weight they are a bit too big, so I've just got one of those little sizers, just got like super cheap on Amazon. So yeah, so now I can wear them again without losing them. I don't think I want to pay to get them cut and then made smaller again, just in case I fluctuate. I think I would just try and maintain for a bit longer. I mean, things are going really well. I've been working out really consistently. I have been being careful, like with what I eat and everything. So hopefully it will be fine. But anyway, now let's go for a little walk.
So we're now on our little walk, our day date, normalize never being able to go on a date night.
Because we have so many night dates.
That's what I mean, we just never do. We don't have the childcare or the energy to be going out at night.
Or the passion.
Or the passion. Well, but sometimes it feels like we get all ready and we go out and we're there for like an hour or two and then we're straight back, aren't we?
Yeah.
So we are walking to our favorite little coffee shop. We got Kiki here. It is so nice and hot out, and sometimes we really worry about her in the heat, but all she wants to do is sunbathe, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Sometimes like, we leave a football game early to get her home so she doesn't overheat, and then she'll just get home and sit in the sun and we're like, oh, she's obviously fine. We've got water and all of that stuff. But yeah, we were just saying we can't believe how short this half term is. The kids have obviously this week, next week, and then that's it. They've got another week off.
That was too quick, and then it's only half a term and it's summer holidays.
I know, right? We actually need to start planning like what we want to do. I normally ask the kids like, is there one day that you really, or is there anything you really want to do in the summer holidays, like, I don't know, go to a trampoline park or something like that, just to make sure we actually book it in and get it done. Because the worst thing ever is when you get to the end of the summer holidays and like, we didn't do anything I wanted to do.
Yeah, our kids, they never get to do anything.
Exactly. Such a good girl. When she was little, we used to walk up here and we'd try and have a coffee and she would just bark, and Matt used to get really stressed. And I was like, we just need to like teach her, like we come and have a coffee and then you sit there or whatever. But anyway, we're nearly done and then we're gonna take her to the pet shop. She's so funny, like if we get near the pet shop and we're like 100 yards away, she just smells it and she just starts running.
Okay, so we're back from our walk now and we did 7,850 steps. The dog is exhausted. She is just chilling out downstairs. But now I really need to get on and do a few bits around the house. One of them being putting a few bits on Vinted. I did a huge clear out. I've actually got 2 big bags of things that I need to put on my Vinted account, but because there is a lot there and it's a little bit overwhelming, I think I'm gonna just put 5 to 10 things a day on Vinted, and that way after about 2 weeks that should be everything. But I've been really brutal recently with just getting rid of stuff. If I haven't worn it for a year, I am just selling it on Vinted or getting rid, because I literally have clothes from size 8 to size 14. I've got such a huge range and I just have loads and loads of clothes, and I'm loving Vinted at the moment. I'm loving buying stuff on there for the kids, and Matt loves it for trainers, but it's also so great to get rid of stuff. But I do find that things sell better on Vinted if you make the effort to actually put it on and take a picture. So yeah, I'm gonna do 5 to 10 things now, see how long it takes, and just put it up on my my account. Obviously I'll link it in the description if you want to follow me on there. Don't have to though, because things just they go quick, and I'm motivated to do it as well because I've got a goal in mind. Anything that I make from selling bits on Vinted, I'm putting towards a weekend away with my friends. So all of the mums are going away for a couple of nights with the kids, so I'm going to put anything towards that. And it's also really nice to think, you know, some of my dresses or things that I have really loved are going to have a second lease of life. And we've also been selling some toys. So Jackson and we put all of his trolls on Vinted as a big bundle. He used to be obsessed with trolls, and for a few birthdays and Christmases, all he wanted really were these like troll plushies. So we had the whole collection. We put them up on Vinted, and they have sold to a woman in Aberdeen. She said her child is obsessed with trolls as well. So we're going to send all of them to her baby, and I think it's so nice to think, you know, someone else is going to love them and play with them as well. So I need to package all of those up because they are all under Jackson's bed, so I need to make sure that I find them all and, you know, send them off as well. But yeah, just a few like Vinted bits to do now.
2, 3. Remember when you told me that I should take it slow, but I can't stay when the world is waiting. I'm too used to being on my own. Hearts will break, but I have to chase it. I'm dancing on the edge again. The wind is calling my name. I'm dancing on the edge again. This time I'm not looking back. You can change me, you can tell me down. I'll be that goes in every place I find. I break the molds with rebels mind. I'm a hurricane, a free-born mind. I remember when you told me I should settle down, but these restless feet won't keep me grounded. The open road's the only place I found where I feel alive, and the stars will guide me. I'm dancing on the edge again. The wind is calling my name. I'm dancing on the edge again. This time I'm not looking back, babe. You can change me, you can tell me down. I'll be that goes in every place I find. I break the molds with rebels mind. I'm a hurricane, a free-born mind. A free-born mind. A free-born mind.
Okay, so I'm just having a cup of tea now, and then I'm gonna run and get the little ones from school. I did get a little bit of extra time today because they both have a club. Today, Caleb has art club, and then Jackson does Lego club after school. So that was really cute, and they never seem to like land on the same day, but this is like the one day that it does. But I also wanted to update you on a trip that we're going on next month. I'm actually going back to Toronto because my cousin's getting married, so I'm going back for her wedding, and I'm so excited. And I didn't know whether to take all of the kids out of school because they still have school in June, and bring them, or whether to just go on my own. But then Matt said, oh, you know, why don't you and Fraser just go for the wedding, because he will have finished all of his exams, and his school were absolutely fine with me taking him out for, you know, a family wedding for, I think we're just going to go for 3 nights. So I've spoken to his form tutor, they were all fine with it. Whereas with the little ones, it's a bit trickier, and they really suffer with jet lag. And I always find that going back to Toronto, the jet lag is quite difficult, whereas coming home, it's a little bit easier. 5 hours behind. So we're only going for 3 nights, but you know, the wedding itself is on an evening, so they would just be so tired. So I thought, do you know what, it's not worth it. So just me and Fraser are gonna go for the wedding, and I'm so excited, one, to have time with him, and you know, be able to, you know, catch up with him. You know, now that he's a teenager, he does more of his own thing and stuff. So I'm excited to spend like 3 days with him, but then also excited for him to see all of his Canadian family and just see a bit more. Like, we booked a Blue Jays game to go and watch, like a baseball game. He's never been to one before, and just do like a few Canadian things, because sometimes I think they don't really know that they are half Canadian. So yeah, it'll be really, really exciting. I'm obviously sad to leave the other ones, but because they're with Matt, I feel like it's fine. Yeah, but it should be really good. I'm so excited to go back, see my cousin. She was actually born when I was 10, so she was literally like a living doll to me. So the fact that she's getting married is just crazy. I've got to pack for that at some stage. And then next week, Caleb is going away from Monday to Friday on his like residential trip. They're going to the Isle of Wight. So it'll be really weird. I'm really gonna miss him, but he is so excited about it. I really don't think he's gonna miss us as much as we miss him. But yeah, I need to pack like the sleeping bags, you know, the clothes, like he needs like waterproof shoes, all of that stuff. So we've got a few trips. And then in the summer, we are looking to go to Croatia. We've never been before, so we think it would be really, really nice. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you guys have ever been, what you think of it, like any recommendations you guys have.
Still got your pearls hanging by my bedside. Still got your lips on paper in a trash now. I never knew love could be so sweet. I never knew it would sting. I never knew love like this would leave me in peace.
So the boys are back from school and we are now just eating dinner. We eat super early. It is 5:10. But tonight we're having chicken schnitzel. It is this one. So basically breaded chicken with homemade like wedges and coleslaw as well. It looks really delicious. This is it here. But yeah, the boys love stuff like breaded chicken. So yeah, even Kiki, she's waiting. She wants something, don't you? You want some food? So yeah, we're just gonna eat this, and it's actually such a nice evening. I'm then gonna take you outside and show you like how we've cleaned up and done like the outdoor area. Matt's been spending loads of time on the garden. I was saying the older he gets, the more he cares about the lawn. Ready for dinner? We going.
Kiki.
There's my Sats boy.
I bet you think that I should calm down, and that I'm overthinking everything about you, and that we're good the way we are. But I don't know that much about you, what things you like and what you don't. It's not that long since I met you for the first time. You know we should work it out. You know we should work it out. Before I'm too invested, I should probably ask you all my questions, get to know you better. Like, can you be trusted? Will you?
So I just wanted to show you the outdoor area now. Matt's been busy like cleaning it. You can actually see some deer over there as well. But yeah, we haven't known what to do with this space. When we moved in, there was like a little shed here, which looks really cute, but it was actually falling down and like rotting. So when the builders were here, we got them to get rid of it while they were getting rid of everything else, and then put down these paving slabs. And then we didn't really know what to do with it. And then a year later, we put this pergola up. But then we still just had like a couple of chairs. And then last year for our anniversary, we gifted each other these hanging chairs, which has been really nice to like sit and have a coffee in the morning. But this summer, we thought we would actually sort out this space so we can use it. So we knew we wanted some seating, but we've actually stolen these seats from our dining area over there, like by the barbecue. This is actually the seating for that dining table. We want to get something similar, but the only thing is you get quite a lot of bird poo over here because they sit on the pergola and then, you know, do their business. So we kind of need something that's maybe not fabric, but also something nice. So if you have any ideas, let me know. We keep looking and looking. And then this is actually new. We got this gas fire so that we can sit, like keep warm, but then also roast marshmallows with the boys. And we thought this area as well could be a bit of a hangout now that Fraser's a teenager, like he has his friends over, but they can actually hang out here if they don't want to be in the house like with us. Then we also got these solar lanterns from IKEA. We wanted to get all this size, but they didn't have that many, so we've got like various sizes, but actually I think it's really cute. So during the day they obviously charge with the sun, and then as soon as it gets dark they light up and they look really, really nice. I'll show you some footage of what they look like in the evening. And yeah, we've also got that outdoor light and some outdoor lanterns as well that are solar powered, so again they just light up when it gets dark. But yeah, we just think it's like such a nice place to sit because you can sit here and then take in the view. And actually Kiki loves it because she just sits on the couch now and looks out. Although she could definitely jump over the fence, she just never has. Like even when there's foxes there, deer there, she just looks at them. She never actually jumps over. Yeah, so we've used it a few times. We just know it's going to be a really well used space. Like when we have friends over, we can just hang out here. And then, yeah, hopefully we'll have seating here and seating there at some stage. But we kind of left this, while we were renovating for 3 or 4 years, we thought there was like no point in doing up the garden. But now that it's all done, we thought this year we're going to focus on it. And Matt has been like really working hard on the grass. He's like reseeded it all. He's been watering it every night. And, you know, it's used as a football pitch all the time, so it is quite difficult to maintain it, make it look all nice. Oh, she's going to show you that. That's where she sits, and she just looks out at the view. Don't you, Kiki? Can you see anything? And actually, I wouldn't mind if anyone's got any ideas of like something we could grow on this pergola. We were thinking maybe we could plant some wisteria or something, and it could slowly like climb up the pergola like over the years and look really pretty. So if you've got any suggestions, please put them in the comments down below, because I would love to know. Like we're not the most green-fingered people in the world, are we? Although you're getting more into it, aren't we? Oh, she's trying to run away now. You're trying to run away. My good girl. Okay, so now I'm taking this little cutie to football training.
Everybody has their job, 9 to 5, and getting drained. Settle for second best, scared to risk what the future might bring. What the future might bring. I hold my breath, waiting for someone to knock at my door, telling me there is more waiting for me. Whoa. If I love you harder than I've ever done before, oh, maybe I belong somewhere above the water. My lungs are tired from running for a long time. My feet got blisters, but maybe I belong if I love a little harder. If I love all the ways the world puts me to the test, if I embrace every fall, learn to grow and keep myself tall, would it hurt at all? I hold my breath, waiting for someone to knock at my door, telling me there is more.
Okay, so Jackson is now in bed and the big boys are gonna go up in about 10 minutes. I have just also had a bath, done all of my skincare for the evening, and now I'm just gonna make a cup of tea and then we're gonna sit on the couch and watch a series that we've been loving. It is You. We're watching the latest series. We've watched them all and we've only got one episode left, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens tonight because I feel like there's gonna be some big twist. It's the final series that they're gonna do, so I feel like they're gonna have to end it really well. Anyway, before I do that, I wanted to just quickly show you the pajamas that I'm wearing. These are new and they are so comfy and nice and cool for summer. They're like satin pajamas like this. They're really baggy as well. I just love them. Super wide leg as well. And they're really comfy. They're from a website called Their Nibs. I'll link them down below. I got a couple of pajama sets from there and I just love them so much. But anyway, I think I'll end the vlog now. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Oh, and don't forget to check out Renewing Me. I will leave that link in the description down below, and my code, which is going to be Emily5, so you can get your first product for just $4.99 and test it out. But yeah, thank you so much for watching and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.